Wow, wow, I love it. I love it. Nothing to say. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. I love it. Hi everyone. Today I just want to ask what kind of secret features for all of the software have been using are still hiding? Adobe, Figma. Sorry, today was English China because it's all about the Adobe and the Figma overseas platform. And second, I'm gonna have one interview tomorrow, so I want to put myself into a little practice. So let's keep going. Boy, I found Figma announced some new features, FigDraw and FigBuzz. I was like, what is that? It looks really cool, but I did not realize it's a totally revolution because during the past 2 weeks, I put so much effort into learning After Effects and the motion graphics and the Figma website since I need to build my own portfolio website, and I was kind of shocked. And today when I check up, I totally was stuck into the new features of Figma for totally 2 hours. So first, let me give a background of, because I know some designers around me are not so familiar with Figma. They're still using like Photoshop and InDesign and some other like Adobe Illustrator to do the layout and the editorial design. But I really want to just begging you to know a little bit about the Figma, because maybe people just know, okay, my international teammates make Figma to do team workers, and maybe you can put some notes on, and maybe the UI designer and the website designer to do the prototype inside Figma, but it's not just for that. During the past 2 years, when I was studying in Polytechnical, I basically transferred like 60% of my work into Figma. It allows us to draw the smoothly Bezier path in Figma, and also it has a strong automatic layout file, which could meet 90% of the requirements of your portfolio layout and so on if you would just want to do a digital one. But before, for like a digital designer, for like a social media content designer, it's not so powerful yet. So before the new features, I was dividing my workflow into different platforms. I was using the Adobe Illustrator to do the vector path, and also, for example, I was using Canva to do some simpler and editable binary design. Because Canva is really friendly if you want to put your design into different scenarios like Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and so on. And also it allows you to manage your brandings, like your color. It's not as complex as Figma, but it's really easy to handle if you are a small agency or you're a freelancer to some light job. And also I do animation in After Effects, and I do my website design in Framer. But everything changed today. Everything changed today. Do you hear me? Let's open Figma. Okay? Okay, you can find a lot of introductions online, but so here I just gonna introduce 2 or 3 my favorite features new published today. The first one would be the Figma Buzz. Like I said, I divided my workflow in Canva when I need to design specific social media platform content. But right now, Figma already developed this mode. Let's see. If we press new assets, they will provide different templates like Instagram story, Instagram ad, and Instagram reel cover, and also for LinkedIn, Facebook, and so on. The user interface flow is quite handy. Like you click the plus here, and also if you want to drag here a new banner, and it's already being placed automatically. Your frame would not be a messy. Let's check here. And also today they published some very detailed but very handy features too. For example, if you draw a rectangle here, they add 2 features. I'm not sure if the video exists here before, but I don't think so. But he added a pattern. How do you say it here? A pattern field. You can select and source whatever you already designed in Figma. Here, you select here and you just click here, and it will show inside here. Just look at here. Like you can change the different central point, and it allows you to do the scale. Like you can very firmly to scale it. You see, when you zoom out, it gives automatically repetition. I mean, what? I was like, why? How did you make it? And also, I really like the repetition function. Let's get started here. Here, if you put anything you draw here, like this or even a picture, let's click here. It becomes a repetition. And also, for example, here, you can automatically adjust the number here, the gap here, and also if you change this, it will automatically change. It's really handy. Wow. Because this is not new. Repetition is not new, especially when you do some creative design and you want to do some variables. Before, we need to search plugin here. Like, for example, before, there are thousands of repeat plugins made by different developers. You need to find exactly the one you want. But now, Figma made it. I feel kind of sad for those plugin developers, because I think Figma would only get stronger and stronger. I have to tell you the FigDraw function, which was really... I draw these 2 illustrations on FigDraw. Let's dive in here. FigDraw. It have 3 brushes: pen, brush and pencil. Pencil allows you to draw very freely here, and also the brush, I kind of like it. You can change different style here. Like for example, I use this, you see? And also you can adjust the size here. You can see it was going really smoothly, very nice. And also you can change the color here. And if you draw something like, let's draw a flower. If you draw something here, click it, repeat. Wow, you have a repetition now. Now let's add a number. Wow, wow, wow. Can you see? Did you see this beautiful repetition? Liner. See? You can do it like a circle, do it like a liner. And also the pen, this is also really handy now. I think it was getting smooth than the old Bezier path. And also it was giving you the very, very designer neat function. For example, usually when we adjust an anchor, for example, if you do here, if it's a curve, usually we need to adjust the shape, right? This allows you to adjust different direction. For example, this one. You see, the other one is sticky. If you click this, it will adjust like both sides. But if you click this, they will be adjusted symmetrically. See, in a mirror way. Wow, wow. I think right now I would prefer to use the Bezier function rather than Adobe Illustrator. And it's not end yet. It's not end. Please see here. In the FX, they add a new one. It's called noise. Because also before, if you want to add some noise function, you need to do it in plugin, and it have different noise function. For some of them, you need to pay for it. But this, for example, we made a beautiful color here. Okay, a red one, really cool. And then we press noise. You see this beautiful detailed noise function. Wow, wow. Duo. Actually, I did not try this here. Let's try together. Density. Wow, wow. And you can even adjust the noise color. Let's change it into yellow. Wow, wow, wow. Opacity. Wow. I love it. I really love it. I have nothing to say. I love it. And if we pay attention to it, the texture. What is a texture? You see? Oh my god. Because it looks like a blur function, but actually it's not. It's texture. Just see how amazing it is, dude. Wow. But also, if you do the texture and you see here, there is a stroke, and we made a stroke in a gradient color. So right now, if you click here, wow, wow, wow. Also, let's see the blur. Progressive. Wow, wow. You can literally adjust your blur function as a gradient style. Wow. If you're doing UI design, website design, you know how useful this could be. Wow. I have to say, I'm speechless. Wow. Wow. And I think right now I really need to reorder my workflow. I can take all of the workflow I divided into different platform back and just do it in Figma. You see, Figma right now, we can do our social media content here. We can also design, we can also draw the shapes here. If you did not require a very complex drawing, this video is totally just about personal explorations, which is Fig Draw. You can just change the mode of Fig Draw here. Next video, I want to introduce the dev mode, which is for developing friendly. If you're a website designer or a freelancer, I really suggest you know a little bit about this develop mode. I did a very small program with my boyfriend. It went very well, very friendly. So see you next video.